Lagan, most of you probably know it as marriage. Marriage is a process by which two people make their relationship public, official, and permanent. Nevertheless, it takes a lot of effort and work to organize these marriages, specifically an Indian wedding. Just like any wedding, you have to worry about clothes, the venue, the hotel guests live in, and the menu for the food. But have you ever heard someone worrying about renting a horse? Or buying necklace made out of flowers that cost about $500 each? First day is the ritual called Mehndi. In this ritual, the bride gets henna tattoos done on her hand and legs. The henna artist hides the name of the groom in these tattoos because there is an old-time myth that states if the groom finds the name in the tattoo, they will have a good married life without any obstacles. In this picture, my cousin is trying to find his name in the henna tattoo. It took him a long time, even though the bride kind of gave him hints over Snapchat. But it turns out he had been so busy that day, he haven't had the chance to look at his phone. Me and most of my cousins didn't want to make it easy for him, so we didn't let him check his phone for about 20 minutes. At this point, most of the adults were getting bored, so they made us let him check his phone for the hints, and then he found it after about 5 more minutes. After he found his name, while the ladies are getting their henna tattoos done, the rest of the people are playing games like Antakshari and charades. Antakshari is a game of song where one team has to sing a song that includes the word that has been picked up from the pile. To make this ritual possible, we have to get henna leaves and crush them and keep them damped overnight. Since henna tree doesn't grow in America, we have to get it from India, and it involves a lot of work. Second day has 2 rituals, but much more fun ritual normally doesn't start until 4 o'clock in the evening. This event is called Garba. This event is mostly like a party. The next part of the event is the dance performance by groom and bride's family and friends. The second day normally ends after midnight, after about 30 to 45 minutes of freestyle dancing. The last and the most important day starts bright and early at 6 o'clock in the morning. First thing we have to do is get the bride and the groom ready by 6 o'clock. First thing the bride and the groom have to do on the third day is go to a temple, pray, get the blessings of the God they believe in. The next part is called Bharat. In this, the groom leaves his house normally on a horse with a sword and a bouquet in his hand, and the rest of his family following him on foot. My cousin wanted to have some fun, so he decided he did not want to rent a horse. Instead, he wanted to surprise everyone and rented a Tesla, which is not an easy task to do. It took about 2 months to actually get the rental Tesla. On the way to the venue, while the groom is on the horse, or in this case, the Tesla, there's lots of dancing. We have to hire a DJ for music for all 3 days. The next part of this day involves a lot of rituals for the wedding. A typical Indian ceremony includes a priest, a fire, and a mandap. Agni, the god of fire, is said to be the sustainer of life, and thus gives life to the marriage. The marriage officially takes place when the bride and groom walk around the fire 4 times, as the pandit, who is chanting verses during the ceremony, ties them together. While this is going on, there's a couple of rituals that are done by their family members, and one of them is really fun. So in this ritual, while they're going around the fire, there's stones around the fire that the groom and the bride have to touch with their feet every time they go around. On the 4th one, the bride's brother or cousin will try to stop the groom from touching the stone with his toe, and the groomsmen will try to stop them. And basically in this ritual, until the groom gives them some money or some kind of gift, they won't let it go. It's supposed to be a fun way of trying to make the money off of the groom. Couple also exchanges garlands is a traditional gesture of acceptance of one another. Towards the end of the ceremony, the bride is also presented with Mangal Sutra, a necklace worn only by married women in India. Arranging an Indian marriage involves a lot of effort. We normally start a year beforehand to get all the things organized. We made reservations for all the guests at hotels for 3 to 4 days, which costs a lot, by the way. We have to get dandiyas for our folk dance on Garba night. People have to go to India to get the things needed for traditional rituals, also their outfits for all 3 days. We have to take care of all the guests coming to the wedding, arranging their transport, the food, and the stay, which also takes a lot of effort to do.